I'm the kind of person that when I'm reading a book, I refuse to go to the next page until I know what every single word in the page means. When I learn languages, I have a tendency to question all the time, why is it worded this way and not this way? Why did they say this word and not that word? Why is it conjugated this way and not that way? It gets me really frustrated when I don't understand why. That's actually one of my weaknesses in language learning. On one hand, it helps because I'm curious, I'm asking a lot of questions, I'm always looking things up, I'm always understanding more of how the languages work, but it's always something that slows me down. And it's always something that frustrates me and also makes me want to quit all the time. But when it came to languages like Russian or Arabic, these languages are so far away from English that if you question too much of how the language works, you're going to be very frustrated and you're going to be wanting to quit all the time. The progress in learning the language will also be extremely slow. And that is what happened to me. For example, the grammar in Russian is so different from how it is in English. And when I was learning Russian, I was always questioning why is this like that? Why is that like that? To the point that it freine, comment tu dis freiner? Freiner, hindered, sorry, hindered, it really hindered my learning. And after learning Russian for 8 years and then going on to Arabic, I just learned to just chill out. What I mean by this is that if I don't understand something, I will in due time. If I don't understand something today, I'll understand it someday. That is my mantra. And after learning Russian for 8 years and then moving on to Arabic, that is something that I've always taken with me. And I actually learned Arabic faster than I learned Russian, even though it's really, really difficult, because I'm under the mentality if I don't understand something today, I will in a few weeks and in a few months. And I assure you, 1 year ago, I had stuff saved. I had videos saved on a playlist 1 year ago. I understood maybe 8% of these videos. And a lot of these videos are funny, they're entertaining, they're comedic, and I know they're funny even though I don't understand anything at that time. I knew they were funny, and I just saved them on my playlist, like a private playlist. And now when I listen to them, I understand maybe 80 to 95% of what's being said in those videos only a year later. What has happened in a year? Between last year and now, a lot of listening, a lot of speaking practice, a lot of exposure to the language. Yes, I needed things explained to me, but not everything. Not everything needs an explanation why this is like that and that's like that. A lot of the times, it just comes when you keep exposing yourself to the language. Your brain is powerful and your brain picks up on patterns. It picks up on a lot of different things. Your brain has insane pattern recognition. And once it sees the same thing again and again and again, you will then begin to use those patterns and speak the language and practice, and eventually you'll master it. And I still am learning the language, of course. If I was learning Arabic under the mentality that I need to understand everything before I move on to the next thing, you're never going to learn it. Honestly, even if you have a teacher, even if you have AI, even if you have everything in front of you, like sometimes you just need exposure to the language over a long period of time, you will understand. There's a lot of things in Arabic that didn't make sense to me. Why are they saying this and not that? It's good to ask questions as well if you have a teacher, and as I'm learning on social media, I can ask a bunch of questions and people actually respond to me. So yeah, just have patience with yourself, be kind, and if you don't understand something now, you will eventually. Peace out.